to the spot where the mics are hot. Every word we drop got flow like a shot. Got stories to tell and jokes that hit hard. Come join the fun, it's a brand new yard. We bring the vibes, the beats won't stop. Tune in now, we rise to the top. Laugh, cry, shout, feel every drop. This podcast here is cream of the crop.
So you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another R2J podcast, and today we have a special guest coming back. It's Rubba Ducky. What's up?
What's up, y'all?
How you doing, man?
I'm seeing this thing over here float around on my face on the screen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, updated the camera.
Yeah.
And also the TV. I had to update the TV because my other camera it will connect to it, but it won't show the picture.
Yeah.
So I had to get the.
Oh, and this is what happens when we all support each other like this. You know, we get a chance to upgrade stuff. You know.
Yeah.
You could tell with that from the.
Yeah, I ain't getting paid for this yet. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah. We'll see.
We'll start getting there, dude. We'll start
yeah.
getting there. You know.
Yeah. But I know we were talking about it, that you have something like big news coming up.
Yes. So big news coming up is I have a birthday bash.
Yeah. Oh, well, to let people know, who are you though? You know,
I'm Rubba Ducky, DJ Rubba Ducky. Everybody that has been in the Southeast Texas area, you may have seen me DJ at Reds, Woodrow's, Madison's. Been the resident over at Dillon's in Port Arthur for about 3 years now. Mm-hmm. I'm part of a DJ group, So Hype DJs.
How many is in that group?
Oh shoot, man! I think there's about 12 of us now.
Oh wow, that's
yeah.
It's just Southeast Texas or some from Houston.
So we have 3 owners. There's Cole Claybo, Kyle Burns, and Josh Hightower. Josh lives up in Fort Worth, and him and his brother have part of the company in College Station, so they cover College Station. They're doing well.
Okay, so it's they go further out than Beaumont.
Oh,
yes. Golden Triangle. They go all the way to Houston.
We do the chili cook-offs in Houston a lot of times. We didn't do last year's because it conflicted with Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
You know,
which man, I hate that they put Mardi Gras at Ford Park. It's not the same, you know.
I actually, me and my brother here, he come and helped me set up and do the Mardi Gras floats last year. It was nice. I enjoyed it actually.
Oh really?
It was a longer route than we did the year before.
Okay, so they only been there for like what, 2?
This will be the second year.
Second year.
Yes. Okay, and it's, you know what? It's nice. It's controlled.
I guess that's good.
You know what I'm saying? It also it really helps. You know, it really helps out with you know, being able to where they divert their resources as far as police force, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's much easier cleanup and afterworks.
Yeah,
you know,
I guess in that aspect, yes.
Yes,
you know,
you
but it's
know,
not the same like how it used to be from a business. I know everybody probably used to go to Port Arthur one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember the days, dude.
Oh
yes. So back in the day of Port Arthur Mardi Gras was, as far as in Texas, was very, you know, reminiscent of the Mardi Gras I went to when I lived in Louisiana. You know, because I grew up and was born and raised in Louisiana. So Mardi Gras is kind of part of our DNA, you know,
or heritage here, you know,
for sure. So, but I remember the Port Arthur Mardi Gras back in the day were almost like when you would go to the Crawfish Festival in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. If you ever get a chance to go to the Crawfish Festival in Breaux Bridge, that is also prime time.
Mm-hmm. Might need to check it out one day.
Yeah, if you like, you know, to walk up, if you like that whole thing, and it's not as, you know, it's like a Mardi Gras, but it's a totally different, you know, its own little thing. But it's great. It's like going to a chili cook-off, but it's, you know, it's crawfish, man.
Yeah.
Etouffee, you know, everything.
Yeah. When I was living in Birmingham, I was hitting up all the cook-offs over there. Chili festival, gumbo festival, wings festivals, just any festivals. I would just go because I was there by myself. So I was like, okay, I'm going.
Yeah, they do a lot of that in Mobile as well. Yeah, I stayed out in Pascagoula, Mississippi for a good while. I used to be a scaffold. I built 22 years. I built scaffolds.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, you know, I did a lot of that I did the plant tour that we all end up doing. If you work in those refineries, I traveled this entire country, really the globe.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to travel international work wise, but turned out one job.
Living out of a suitcase is fun for the first decade.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends where you're at in your life as well too. You know what I mean? If you have a wife and kids, then it'll be harder.
Yeah, I picked up a wife and kids at 27. So
okay.
That's and even I even kept it up after that.
Yeah.
But it was shortly after that when I first got my first set of turntables. It was after Hurricane Ike. We left over Hurricane Ike insurance money, bought me my first set of DJ gear.
Yeah. You don't think about it, but it's been a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's actually.
I remember that. Like,
yeah.
I think we ended up going to Austin.
Yeah.
So I know you got a little brochure right there.
Yes, this is my birthday flyer. If y'all see,
I could, if you send me a picture, I can put it up on the screen. You know what I mean? So that way,
really, I will.
Yeah.
If y'all see that on y'all's car or whatever,
But what is it?
It's a flyer. It's for my birthday. I have a birthday bash coming up. It's going to be February 27th.
You gonna turn 25 again?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations. You're looking good.
It's thank you. It's not very often my birthday falls, perfectly on a weekend day. But this year it does. It falls out on a Friday.
Yeah. You said February when?
27th.
27th. Yeah. I think that's the last Friday of the week. Of the month. Okay.
Yes, sir. Last Friday of the month. And let's see. I think it's next year we have a leap year. So, you might get another one.
Yeah. Where's it going to be at?
Okay. It's going to be at the Jazz and Jokes Club.
Jazz and Jokes.
Jazz and Jokes. Okay. So it's down there on 695 Orleans Street in Beaumont, Texas. It's down there by the Palladium, kind of in that little Crockett Street kind of area.
Yeah. And let me know if you guys remember Palladium. I used to go down.
I rode by there. I rode by there. Let's see, 2 nights ago. It looks nice. Like the outside looks fresh. And
are they doing anything with it?
I don't know.
Just fixed it up.
Just fixed it up. And I think they rent. I know they still rent some of those venues at Crockett Street out for like.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna be doing one of the bartenders from Tammy's. Over in Nederland. I'm doing her wedding, and that's where we're going to be. I think it might be the old Antones or something like that.
Okay.
Or one of them is, but it's one of the venues on Crockett Street that I know of.
Man, I miss those old days, school. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The young kids that are hearing this, you guys missed out Crockett Street.
Yeah.
When they had
even
Black
before
Cat
Crockett
drinks.
Yes. Even before Crockett Street, man. Back when it was, before Crockett Street was even developed, we would start at Palladium, and then eventually, right across the street from there was a club called O2 that opened up
for
a little while. And then Gil Monty, the world famous tattoo and artist and piercer, Gil Monty had a shop right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was world record. He was like in Guinness World Records for like piercings and stuff and tattoos. Yeah. And then you went further down the road, and it was called it started off, it was the Pavilion. Okay, and then I think they revamped it, later on, and it was called the Platinum Club. Do you remember that? The Platinum Club.
It sounds familiar. I don't think I never went to it, but I think I remember it.
You walked inside, it was big. It still is. It's big. It's grandiose. So it's all wood grain in there, like
wood grain with the leather seats.
Yeah.
Pimp C.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Fat Pat just did his album release party there a couple weeks ago.
Who?
Fat Pat.
I don't know him.
Tops Drop.
No.
Oh man, sure. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Well, if you know it, make the introduction. Maybe he wants to come on the podcast.
Fat Pat is a local rap artist.
Okay.
And in local hero, rap hero. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man. There ain't a night at Dylan's I didn't play Fat Pat. Okay.
I may have heard. I probably heard the song, but I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, you'll know. I usually would blend it in with Little Troy's Want to Be a Baller.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So they're about the same BPM. They work great together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that setup you have with your soundboard or whatever, that's when I look at it, my setup here is simple. You know what I mean? When I look at yours, it's like, oh hell no.
It's very intimidating at first. It really is. There's a lot to it, but it's just like anything else. Once you get to it and you start doing it, and if you're a resident, you're doing that stuff 2-3 nights a week,
day in, day out.
It's just like flipping burgers from that point, man. You're just okay. Most of those skills you end up being able to do with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
So
and I know last time you talked about how you had to control the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's so as a resident DJ, it's very important that you got to be the good guy, the bad guy. You got to be everything. You got to be able to tell people, no, I can't.
Yeah, play this song here, and it's just a whole different vibe or whatever.
Yes. So you can, like I said, you can ask my brother. He used to hear my stories. He would sit back and he didn't get the chance to really go out. He was in a relationship and he was, at home all the time. They never went out, but he would always hear the horror stories or, sit around the breakfast table stuff or around the coffee table with my mom's. And the worst is this. He witnessed it for himself just a couple weeks ago. It was, we had dance floor packed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's 30 women on the dance floor living their best life. Okay, they're doing their line dances, shaking their ass, just having a great time. And here comes this woman. She's outside of her prime. I would just, we're going to be nice,
Yeah.
But you could tell she was at least in her 50s, 40s, 50s.
Oh, okay, she's up there.
Rode hard and put away wet a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, but still relatively attractive for her age.
Yeah.
And she was in there with a younger man. Okay. And she was just so ate up and jealous over these women that were doing this line dance. Same line dance they do in there every night at the same time. Like I say, because as a resident DJ, you got to learn to work that crowd.
Yeah.
You got to know what times you play and what songs, what vibe you're trying to bring at what time. You're trying to make sure people go to the bar. Yes, anybody can keep a dance floor packed all night, but it's, can you bring it up and down and rotate your crowds?
Yeah, where the business could actually make some money too.
Yes, the business has to make money.
Yeah.
Anybody can keep a dance floor packed all night.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah.
But if they're on the dance floor and they're not buying alcohol, then the business, you're not doing that business the justice they deserve.
Yeah, the crowd loves you, but then the business is not going to love you.
Yeah, especially the employees, the people that are in there running their legs off.
The bartenders and stuff like that.
All night, and they're like, man, I worked my butt off tonight for $80 in tips.
Mm-hmm.
Boo this man.
Yeah. Well, shit, probably back in the days, that was probably worth something, Nowadays, shit, $80 ain't shit.
Yeah, walk out to the parking lot and find your car roadhouse.
I know. You DJ.
Got 4 spare tires in the trunk, But no, there's, like I said, there's a lot to it. This woman, she was jealous that these girls were doing the line dance with more vigor,
more movement,
and
better hips, probably.
And there were some new girls there that night that I hadn't seen before, but they showed the girls a new step to the line dance that everybody, has been doing. And it really looked a lot better. I ain't gonna lie, and me, I'm not a line dance person. I don't like line dances. I think they're a failed attempt at showing people I can follow instructions.
Yeah.
Okay, and that as soon as you walk off the dance floor, all that shit goes out the window.
Right, flip flop.
But no, it's not always about what I want, or even though I'm the DJ, and it's not really all about what I want. It's about how well I can receive what y'all want, and give it back to y'all plus me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, this woman wanted me to kill that vibe. She's like, play something they don't know that only I know, so I can get out there and show them who's the boss is.
And she felt like she was special.
Oh yeah, everybody wants to, like, hey, look, we're all special, but no one's more special than anybody else.
Yeah, your mom probably or your parents probably feel that you're special, but the whole world ain't gonna see that.
Yes, it's dude, and that's you're dealing with a level of narcissism and delusion these days that most people walk around with that's unparalleled.
Oh,
and it's
with social
very
media and all that stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God,
it's very difficult to be professional when the people on the other side of the turntables are not being respectful and professional towards you.
Yeah, they could say, "Hey, sweetie, if you get a chance, can you play this type of music? If you can, if you can't, I understand because you have your." Well, that's the question, I guess. Do you have that night? Is it the same genres you play all night, or do you sometimes just change it up?
It depends on the venue. It depends on where I'm DJing. It depends on you got to know your demographic.
Yeah,
that's the most important part. We talked about that last time. You got to know your demographic.
And Dylan's is kind of just a mixture. It's a melting.
Yes,
that's really melting pot
yes.
right
I always, even back in the '90s when it was the handlebar, it was always known as the melting pot of the Golden Triangle.
Yeah, I actually never went there when it was the handlebar.
So even back in the day, there was, like I said, we talked about Crocker Street, Palladium, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. There was cliques. Okay, there was, if you there was the Hunters clique. Remember Hunters?
Oh, yeah.
Where the
with the Hooters.
Hooters, yes, yeah. Remember Hunters? Okay, so there was the Hunters clique. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then there was the Palladium clique. You know what I'm saying? And then there was what was the other place? The Capistrano in Orange and Spanky's in Orange. And, if you worked in the industry, if you were a bartender or a waitress or a server or something like that,
DJ, you know all the spots.
Yeah, well, back then I was a bartender.
Okay.
Yeah, I started this, I started as a dishwasher. I was a dishwasher.
I was a dishwasher Castellet too for a while.
Yeah, started off as a dishwasher.
Teens.
But no, I've worked every job under that roof, dishwasher, cook, bartender, manager, bar manager, whatever you want to call it. I've done it all. And I just chose DJing because it was the most fun for the most money for the least amount of headache.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have some type of control over what's on the music.
Mm-hmm. So, but no, I mean, the truth is I'm a house music DJ at heart,
Yeah,
like
I know you talked about your Ibiza trip.
Yes, I started this thing off as a house music DJ, and here's what Donald Glaude. If you see this, okay, Donald Glaude was the one that did it for me. Okay, and I went to Austin, me and my ex-wife, and we went to a show, and it was like this warehouse type gig, or like an art museum or something almost, but set up like a warehouse, and there was like DJs in different rooms.
Yeah.
And on the main stage was Donald Glaude. And I sat there and listened to him throw down this set where it was, the majority of that set was rock remixes. It was, he took some of my most favorite rock songs and made them these electro house bangers that were just like, I was like, wow. Like, I mean, and it was done cleverly with tact, and structure. Like it was, like I was like, wow, this guy is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, wow, because
have you heard of Marshmello? I'm guessing you have.
Of course.
Yeah.
I
actually heard some of his songs remixed with some of his, like Hispanic songs and stuff like that. It comes out pretty good.
Yes. Yeah. His beat progression actually on a lot of his songs fit great with some of the reggaeton stuff. Like it's the BPMs are a lot of in the same ranges.
Yeah. And these songs were like more like
what it is it when it comes to matching up beats.
Yeah.
So if a song's at 120 beats per minute, the next song has to be at 120 beats per minute, or at 60.
Lower. Or
You see
slower.
what I'm saying? It's just like a dollar bill. You know, you can do 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this song's going 100 beats per minute, and you find something that does, you know, that falls out at 50,
Mm-hmm.
you can overlap them
Okay.
because this one's going and this is going.
Yeah. So you worked at Taboo for a while as well too.
Yes,
Huh? So right
yes.
there you were doing.
I helped them
mostly
kick off.
Hispanic.
Yes, it was, and that's, you know, this whole thing is the Hispanic crowd is the hardest crowd to entertain because they're very demanding. It's like, you know, 17 requests inside of 15 minutes, and what they don't understand is that's 3.5 minutes per request.
Yeah.
So 17 times 3.5, you just took up half my night.
Yeah. And then plus, let's say if they requesting, let's say bachata, and then somebody else requesting like merengue or salsa, it's
Yes,
kind of like how you gonna mix that?
and like I say, I'm from Louisiana. I don't speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read Spanish. I didn't even do too well in French.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, coming from a French state. So it's you know, it's a communication barrier, I guess you could say. To
Like
some
go
extent.
just throw down some Bad Bunny. Everybody usually kind of loves him.
Yes. Bad Bunny always, you know, like I said, Bad Bunny's just like Fat Pat. You know, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
But there's more to that whole genre than just Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
There's really a lot of great stuff. And I try to, you know, it's not like researching other genres
Mm-hmm.
where I know what I'm reading or any of that stuff, or, you know, so I basically, what I have to do in that case is, it almost makes me seem lazy, but it's not, is I have to go onto like Spotify and be like, you know, reggaeton bangers or this, you know, bachata or what, you know, the bangers, you know, and then, and that's basically just making me a top 40s of that, you know, and there, you really want a little more depth to anything than that, but it's a limited search, you know, because I don't know, you know, I don't know the history, you know what I'm saying? I come from a different history.
Yeah. So
You know?
I know some of the songs when you were DJing on your board, it shows like little numbers, like let's say for example A13, B12 or whatever, something like that.
That's the keys.
Yeah,
That's key codes.
So when you download, well, how did you get it there? Does it download automatically to your, not automatically, but do you download the song into that keyboard and then it automatically tells you?
So the software that we use to DJ analyzes the songs for key, beat,
Oh, okay.
the beat grid, all of that.
Okay.
You know, and before that, even before that software, there was other software that we would use back in the day, like, you know, right before, you know, when Serato first came out, there was a lot of us that didn't use it. We were still using, you know, just straight CDJs.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, there was what's it called? Mixmeister. Mixmeister.
That sounds so familiar.
Mixmeister.
That
Yes.
sounds
And
familiar.
and here's the great thing about Mixmeister is, for if you're not a DJ and you want to put yourself together like a DJ mix, like a 2.5 hour long mix to just, you know, put going in while you do your workouts and all that stuff, you can do that with Mixmeister. And it will beat match the songs at the beginning and end of each track to make them flow together.
Okay.
And you could organize them according to the keys. So you can make that, you know, that whole 2.5 hour mix be mixed harmonically.
Okay.
You know, and that's the thing. That's how you know if you've got a real professional DJ, is someone that's going to mix in key while they're beat matching. And then on top of that, they're doing open format. And they're showing you they can blend Morgan Wallen, hip hop, rock and roll, dance, reggaeton, all on the same stage.
Yeah. I've been sometimes gets my reels on Instagram. Sometimes I get DJs who when they're mixing it up, and it's just a beast ass mix. You know what I mean? It just transition just smoothly.
Yes.
Like wow, nice.
Yes, it's all that. Okay, so as a resident DJ, I'm basically a boiler room DJ. Plus, I'm taking requests and finding a way to make your requests work with that request and that request and that request and what I know I'm supposed to be playing because of what the house wants.
Yeah, I'm guessing DJs is probably like comedians. You know, like they have their setup already, like songs. They already know how to transition and things.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You know, I don't know how other DJs do it, but I know if you go into, you know, on my laptop, everything that I'm DJing from my music files and everything, my files are organized by genres, you know, so I'll have like, you know, country, rock, so forth, so on, you know, when you open those up, and we do custom files, like, we've got a, you know, like I said, we got 12, 13 DJs. A bunch of them are new to the game. We're training them. So we have files for different venues that we set up that we know is, you know, this file or this folder with all these songs work well at Madison's or works well at Woodrow's or Red's or, you know, we got stuff for Halloween's, Christmas parties. We've got all that stuff, but, you know, you end up putting together your own little personal favorites.
Same songs, let's say for Dylan's, your track for Dylan's ain't not gonna work. Let's say Pour 9, if it's Pour 9, it's mostly like Hispanic based.
Exactly. You've got, like I say, you've got, and you know, a lot of stuff is interchangeable, but still, when you look at my files, they're organized by BPM and key. So all my songs start off BPM. I look over here, 75 beats per minute, and it just progresses, you know, from 50 beats all the way to 150, basically. And that's my song list. And over here on the, you know, on this side, little blue, like you said, the little blue, yellows, reds, those are my key codes. That tell me that this song is the same key as, say, this song. So,
now, have you ever like did DJing with like the old records and stuff like that?
Oh, vinyls.
Yeah, vinyls. Yeah.
The very first set of tables I had were vinyls, but they were the wrong kind. We didn't know. Picked them up off of eBay for like $150.
Like the vinyl was wrong, or the table was wrong?
The actual turntables was the wrong kind. They weren't belt driven. You know, it was like, you know.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. And I like I say, I had no idea what I was buying.
Yeah,
It was just
like, starting off or whatever.
Just saw something on eBay, and you know,
good price.
My wife was like, $150. You want this? I'm like, sure. You know, and then got them and was trying to mess with them, and you know, buddy of mine was like, "That's not the right kind. Those are vinyl turntables. They'll play the record, but you'll never get anywhere with that.
Yeah, you can't do this little scratches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then from there, the CDJs were out on the market at that time, but they were kind of janky, and they dropped like the CDJ. I think it was the 800, which was So here's what happened. We didn't evacuate for Ike. The hurricane that hit Louisiana right before Ike, they thought it was going to hit here, and they made us all evacuate. Remember that? There was forced evacuation. I worked over there at the heavy equipment rentals place in Nederland, over there by Embers, the Caterpillar place.
Okay.
I worked there when that happened, and I remember they made us all evacuate, and we evacuated to Austin. And I got a cousin up there. His wife had just bought him a set of CDJs and a mixer, Pioneer 800s, and he hadn't even touched them yet. We evacuated. We got there. He had just unpacked everything and wired everything up and kind of played with them the night before. We had no clue what we were doing, but as soon as I walked in and was like, "Show them to me, man," and he's like, "Yeah, check this out." I was like, "That's it. I'm in love, man. I'm getting some of those," because we talked about it our entire lives, from the time we were 18, 17 years old. One day we're going to do that, and then the night that he took me to that Donald Claude show, I was like, I want to be that dude.
Yeah.
I want to be that dude. I want to be the dude that introduces someone to house music with a badass rock remix. You know, like I want to hit somebody upside their head, like I got hit, like oh my God, I didn't know Guns N' Roses could sound any more better than what it did.
Yeah.
You know, but here we are.
Yeah. And then people don't realize like how expensive the equipment are as well too. And a lot of times the DJs are the ones providing the equipment.
Yes. So yeah, yes. Right now I have a $3,500 piece of equipment that is collecting dust until I can get it to Houston and get it fixed because somebody in a line dance wasn't paying attention to somebody else in a line dance, and they swung around and a drink went like a volcano all over my gear.
Oh man,
ruined it in an instant.
So that messed up the whole night. Or what you had to do?
I pulled out my phone and Bluetooth to I've got two little wireless RCA adapters that I could put in the back of a speaker.
Oh, okay.
And I've got two turntables on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I got two turntables and a mixer on my phone.
Just an emergency, I guess.
Yes.
You know, it worked out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah. So it happens, dude. I mean, it's like I say, not everywhere are we protected. Not everywhere do we have a DJ booth or a platform where we're kind of like a taboo. We're up away from the crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, stuff like that. No, there's places where you're right there in the mix of it.
Yeah. And maybe one thing to think about, like if you're gonna open up, let's say a bar or whatever, have some type of
like the chicken wire in the Roadhouse bar.
No, wires, but I call it glass, whatever.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
definitely. Glass just to keep the.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
Like say, you know, you like that lady that got mad because those girls were dancing that line dance better than her and stuff. That's the same type of person that'll come up there and pour a drink on your stuff because you didn't play her song.
Mm-hmm.
It's there's a lot to that business, you know.
Oh yeah, especially when
you know,
humans are involved with alcohol, especially too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, because like I say, I started this journey off in a different environment in the house community with a bunch of kids eating ecstasy and shit, and you know they would never dream of pouring a drink on somebody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they're there they're there for the DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not there to, you know, go visit and shoot pool and, you know, get jealous and be mad at everybody underneath the roof and throw a drink on a set of $4,000 turntables and mixer.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you for this your birthday bash. Is it just gonna be like a one-time thing, or
it's kicking off. It's gonna be kicking off a regular Friday night event for downtown Beaumont.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you gonna be there constantly, or how?
I will be there every Friday after that.
Okay, so no more Dylan's then on Fridays, or
no more Dylan's on Fridays. I will probably never step foot under Dylan's roof again.
Yeah, because I noticed I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks and stuff like that. So
they proved to be unprofessional business associates. They did very unprofessional things. I'm trying to refrain from, you know, saying how I really feel about it, but you know, it's not just Dylan's. A lot of these places have this policy where they call it the mighty white policy. That's what it's called in the industry. We're calling it, you know, the mighty white policy, and it's, you know, they want to keep the bad element out.
Yeah, yeah.
And they think that the bad element only comes from the black and brown community. And I'm here to tell you, I can march security person after security person up here that'll tell you that 90% of all the conflicts under that place is roof. And those like I say, I've been there for three and a half years now.
Yeah.
We had some real racists, like skinhead racists, come in and went straight to a corner where there were some black people and just straight up start some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and they did not fare well.
Yeah. Luckily I never had no issues there, you know what I mean?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I say, most fights there were white people and Hispanic women. I'm gonna tell you.
The Latinas, man.
The Latino women, I'm gonna tell you.
Oxygons.
They are. And I love them. I love them to death. They're some of my favorites. Okay. the one fight, the last good fight that happened in there, that was it took all of us. Like, even I had to get involved with trying to pull.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when the DJ has to get them.
Yeah, pull these people apart.
Where's the security?
And I've got this girl, and I know her. She's one of my favorites. But I'm trying to pull her off, and she's like, fuck you, motherfucker. And when she finally looks up and sees it was me, she was like, oh, hey, Rubba Ducky, and stopped. What I'm saying? She immediately stopped, but she was ready to call my eyes out, but like I say, you can't go around judging any race or any group, anybody by the bad example.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, like every race and ethnicity has their bad apples.
Exactly.
Every
what I'm saying?
profession has a bad apple.
But for Dillon's to have that kind of crowd in there consistently with very little trouble, okay, they didn't know how good they had it, because you can go to Reds. It's not the best environment at Reds. They don't even have armed police officer security there anymore.
Oh, they don't? I remember, I think it was either last year or the year before, me and my friend were going Reds every once in a while. They kind of changed it up a little bit. And they had officers at the time, but now, like I said, I haven't been there for a while. So, I've been hearing horror stories from some of the ladies here lately about being roofied over there, and Woodrow's. Oh, really?
Yeah, his best friend's wife. Her best friend got roofied.
No shit.
Oh yeah, and just luckily they were all there, and she got home safely or anything. But you don't drink one drink and then don't remember how you got home.
Yeah, actually, that happened to one of my friends a long time ago. We feel like she got roofied because I think she only had like 1 or 2 drinks, and she was just messed up.
And then for weeks, for 3 or 4 days after, you got it coming out of both ends, man. Yeah, that's classic roofie symptoms. Okay, I don't have to watch an episode of Grey's Anatomy to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Google the after symptoms.
Yeah, I mean, us guys, we don't have to worry about that.
I got roofied at Reds.
Oh, you got roofied? How you?
20 years ago, when I was a bartender, I was out partying with some of the exotic dancers that worked at my bar.
The girls prefer you.
And
that's when you got.
Yeah, the roofie was meant for somebody else.
Yeah,
okay, the roofie was meant for somebody else, obviously.
Yeah.
But I woke up with my face down and some peanuts.
Oh man,
pockets emptied.
Yeah, and that happens a lot over there.
And that was back when Reds was next door to where it is now.
Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of people. Let's say if they go to like say Colombia and stuff like that, and they get roofied from females there, and they get robbed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you gotta be careful when you go.
Yes.
Out of the country, you don't know where you're going at.
That's one of my next investments as a DJ is getting the little drink covers. It's these little spandex covers that you hand out, and it'll have your logo on it and stuff. And you hand it, and it's got a little hole just for the straw.
Yeah.
And you put it over your drink.
Okay, yeah. It's a nice little advertisement right there.
Yes.
Marketing. Yeah.
And because here's the thing, this industry's backbone is the ladies. Okay, that's pure and simple. If you have you're trying to get the ladies to come out, the men come to follow. Okay. And then now you have commerce. You have competition under your roof, and they're using money to compete.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's simple economics.
Yeah,
and in this generation, you can go to any other bar. In this generation, to be able to walk in there and see your dance floor consistently full, and not people just dancing in the corner by themselves with their phone out, because it's really all about the gram now. Yeah. They're not out there to really dance and have fun. When you had a DJ that had 22, 23, 21-year-old people out there dancing and having a good time without their phone out the whole time, because you go on Instagram, TikTok, anything right now, you watch any podcast that's something to do with DJing, that's what they're talking about, is that the club scene is dead.
Yeah. I've been hearing that.
Yeah, the club scene is dead. Nobody wants to dance anymore. They all want to be on the gram. I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like my club is bumping. You know what I'm saying? Like
I guess they mean maybe like a traditional dance club. You know, like how Black Cats and Drinks used to be.
so
You know what I
so
mean?
so you remember how Dixie Dance Hall was set up?
Yeah.
That's how this place is set up, Jazz and Jokes.
Oh, okay.
So it's got a 1,200 capacity. Please, everyone, come out. I need this.
Wait,
Trust me.
What is that a cover charge or?
It is a $10 cover, just like any other show that
Oh, yeah.
of mine that you come to. All proceeds will be going to help for burial expenses
Okay.
of my father that passed away in the end of November, November the 30th.
Yeah. If you're gonna do that, might as well have like a support jar. You know what I mean? So that way, if people want to donate, they could go ahead
We
and
have
donate.
some out.
Okay.
We have one at Sadie's, and I think we got one at what's it called? Revive Fitness in Vidor.
Okay.
It's at the MMA gym over
Okay.
there. Jeremy
But
Christensen,
you're
who
gonna have some there.
isn't he up for like Muscle Fitness magazine or something? Yeah, Jeremy Christensen. He's one of our local MMA monsters around here. He stands about as tall as us, but he could pick up the front of your truck.
you gotta watch out from the little guys. You know what I mean?
Man, this dude's got retard strength, and I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me for using that word, but yes, he's got some French fried taters kicking around.
Yeah, it's like but definitely. Hopefully, make sure you have some of those support jars out at the venue. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
we will. Yeah, we will. But this venue, it's set up like the Dixie Dance Hall. It's got a big, huge dance floor, dedicated dance floor in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I missed that. I like that setup.
Yes.
Then you can put your drinks on the bar side
Yes,
or whatever.
Yeah, there's bar all the way around
Yeah,
it. There's balconies, 1,200 capacity place.
Yeah, that's a good side.
You know what I'm saying? Like we yeah. And plus, like I say, I've been taking part in this whole Rejuvenate Beaumont thing. The new mayor booked me. Well, actually, the old mayor was the first one to book me and
of
stuff.
Beaumont or
Of Beaumont,
Okay.
for the mural festivals. They booked us for the mural festivals. We DJ'd the mural festival.
Okay. I remember I went to Mural Festival. Maybe it was a couple of years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. And I think they did it again last year.
Yeah.
But I opened up for Chloe Overstreet and Ethan Osborne out there. Amazing show. They're amazing, talented artists. If you look for live entertainment, Chloe Overstreet and the Ethan Osborne band, you cannot go wrong with those bookings. Oh, Lonesome as well. You get a chance, to open up for some of the greatest talent in your area. Being back to being a local DJ, that was, one of the things is getting to give back to your local community.
Yeah. Have you heard of anything if they are actually trying to revive Crockett Street?
I don't know about Crockett Street specifically, but I know that they got downtown looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I cannot believe, because when you ride downtown Port Arthur, in some places it still looks like, the remnants of the hurricane or a war zone.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, they're cleaning it up, but I was impressed.
Yeah. I remember down Port Arthur they had the 409. I want to say. The little club out there.
Mm-hmm. Club 409 or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think it's open no more. I don't want to say.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know the Passion Lounge is for sale.
Oh yeah, on Golfway. Yeah.
The place looks nice.
Yeah. I think I've been there maybe a couple of times. Not that many times.
But it's right there off of like Memorial, where like you.
It's gonna probably be a busy area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
so
where I live and where his dad is at, it's like a nice little drive.
Yeah.
Now I have gone to Eclipse. I don't know if you know where that is.
Where so a lot of my fans have been trying to get me to go do some of the after shows at Eclipse, but it's not feasible to have to, like I'm somewhere else till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I can't really get a setup taken down, brought somewhere, put back up,
Yeah, you would have to be there already. You know?
Yeah. Or go in and on somebody else's setup and take time from somebody else. And, I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there, like I said, I've been there a few times just because of my friends when they
I
wanna
don't like
there.
to go to those places where they got 4 DJs in one night, 5 DJs in
Oh,
one night.
man.
You know, like, no, man, give somebody their props. Give them, that's why DJs don't get paid.
Yeah.
You go to Austin, Houston, Dallas, and a lot of those places, it was very hard to get paid.
Yeah.
Dallas was the first place I went outside of this area where I actually had people try to get me paid, and not, in drink tabs and stuff like that, because you got 4 DJs in one night. Oh, we'll give you a $40 drink tab, and I can't pay my bills with drinks.
Yeah, I know. Like, can I sell them? So whatever.
Can I turn around and sell them back? No.
Yeah. I remember in Houston, they had the Drinks Houston, and that's a pretty cool club because they had like a karaoke section. Then they had like a 90s section. Then a Latino section.
Like the old Rocky Octanes and the Graham in Lafayette setups where it's like 3 clubs in one.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Yeah, we used to have that in Beaumont over where Reds is now. Right next door used to be called Rocky Octanes, and after that it was they called it something else. I can't remember what it was, like the Station or something. And that's what they did was they had one part was country, one part was rock, and one part was dance and hip hop.
And that was good about Crockett Street because Dixie's, you get in at the Dixie or Black Cat, whatever it was at that time, and then you just take an elevator to go to whichever one you want, whichever one you want. That was pretty cool.
Yep. Corona and COVID. COVID almost killed this complete industry. I mean, and the thing is this: Dillon's and Madison's and some of these other places survived because they were already serving food, and it was that was the thing. There was a lot of places that were they're just bars or pubs.
Yeah.
They didn't serve food, so when the shutdowns came, they didn't make it.
Yeah, they had no revenue.
They had no revenue. Yeah. It was only places that were serving food that actually stood a chance of surviving. And a lot of them, they survived, but they operate in the red and never recovered hardly.
Yeah.
Or they recovered a little bit and but it wasn't enough.
Yeah. I think the only thing that came out good of COVID was probably that you could actually take your drinks to go and when they seal it off,
Oh, no, they've been doing that. And, you're talking about the little margaritas,
yeah,
little margaritas on the side of the road stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're not. We're used to that. We're from Louisiana.
Okay. Well, yeah. You could buy liquor at the gas station.
Exactly.
I remember back in the days when we used to have parties, and then if we run out of drinks,
go hit up Vinton.
Who's the ones that's most sober to go way out there? Which is not that far.
It's really not. It's really not that bad. When you live in other places like Dallas and Fort Worth or New Orleans and stuff, when I lived in New Orleans, I lived on the West Bank, so it was a whole ordeal, if you wanted to go run to somewhere, but it's not that bad, what's 40 minutes to have access to alcohol?
Yeah.
Anytime you want.
I know.
I mean, that's if you're trying to keep a festivities going past 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm too old for all that shit these days. I say.
Yeah, I say the same thing, but sometimes
I won't turn down after party.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I definitely can't drink like I used to. Definitely, it hits me hard.
I got to be getting paid. You know what I'm saying. I have to get my money these days.
Yeah.
Because time is your most valuable asset, and this is what I devote my time to, is being the best at what I do, and what I do is I bring a crowd into a business, and then persuade them to give them your money.
Yeah, because at the end, you're your own brand, and that's what I tell people. That it doesn't matter if you work for somebody. You yourself are a brand, so you gotta make sure.
Exactly. My point is know your worth. You know what I'm saying? And here was, that was the thing is, I know that I bring millions of dollars under the door to a place. Mm-hmm. It might, like this might take a minute to build up, and it's going to cost me.
Yeah.
Because I'm paying for the venue here. At this place here, I pay for the venue for the night. but they let me keep everything we make at the door.
Okay.
And the bar keeps everything they make at the bar.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. So I have to put up money every time I do this show in Beaumont.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is it gonna try to make it like a little weekly thing or?
Yeah, weekly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Okay.
That way, you know, because when you go to Beaumont, you know, like say he's recently single, and him and some of his friends been, doing the same thing we did, you know.
Yeah.
You know, oh, well, let's go check out what's hopping over here. Okay, well, all right, well, let's whoop-de-woo on to the next spot. You know, the bar hop.
Yeah.
You know, shit, man. Back in the day, we'd start off in Orange at Spanky's, and you know, end up in Port Arthur, and then to Beaumont, and then back home. You know what I'm saying? Like we'd hit 6 bars in a night.
Those are big hops.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? We start off at the Capistrano, work it down to Spanky's, swing out to Hunters, then to the Palladium.
Yeah, my bar hopping is just be more local.
Locals and Dillons.
Yeah, just local. I'm not going too much to locals. I've been there a couple of times.
But it's walking distance.
It's other like Mary Dillon's, then Sky Bar, sometimes Taboo, or then if it's really late, then Eclipse.
So Sky Bar wants me over there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'll be doing music trivia at Sky Bar every other Sunday, because they do swing out Sundays. They have like this.
Oh, I didn't even know they were open on Sundays.
Yeah, they do the swing out parties, man. They actually have a pretty decent turnout, and it's,
What's a swing out party? What is that?
like the swing dance.
Oh, okay, swing dance. Okay.
Yeah, the swing dance parties. Yeah. But I'll be there on the alternating Sundays for music trivia.
Okay.
And we're getting the details hashed out for that now. As a matter of fact, I got to go home and make flyers for that event with their logo as well.
Okay.
So, that's the other thing, is I'm a one-man operation. Like that was one of the failures that broke down between Dillon's, was there are many great people under that roof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But there's some people that just, that they don't deserve to be doing business, man. They're rotten people, or they don't, they're weak spined, whatever, or they're just, they're egotistical and self-centered.
Or they probably don't know how to run the business or how it's supposed to go, whatever.
But I was the person that was consistently bringing in your crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You never put me on the flyer. I was the backyard DJ. When you looked on their Facebook posts every week, backyard DJ. But the guy that's on stage singing to 10 people, look at him, look at all his stuff, and they were like, oh, no. I'm like, no, don't tell me them people who was bringing $10 door fees at your door, because if that was the truth, the next night when they're at Rick and Jack's, one of your other locations, why are they there for free cover?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. That $10 that you're getting at that door was for me,
mm-hmm.
not the random 2 dudes singing on the stage, the 10, 15 people inside.
Yeah.
Versus the 300 people that was outside. No, I did that, and that, because I make sure I do that. That's my job, but no, I didn't, no, you had a whole personality under your roof, bringing you a constant revenue, and you just backyard DJ.
Yeah.
The music trivia, they posted me twice.
There you go.
Yeah,
you gotta promote your DJ.
They didn't promote me in any way. All my promotions, I had to take care of on my own. All this stuff, stuff like that. You know,
because I remember you always on your Instagram page and Facebook, you always make sure you always promoted Dillon's as well too.
I was promoting them, but they wouldn't promote me.
Yeah.
I think they shared my story maybe 3 times in almost 4 years. It just wasn't.
And who was the Dillon's account manager?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to point any fingers at any individuals. I'm just saying, as the organization, they did me dirty towards the end. Like I say, at one of the worst times of my life that I had to deal with the death of my father and stuff like that. They just, there was a lot of miscommunication and lies and deceptions, and You know, I like I say when I pulled out of the rotation and off the wedding schedule and stuff, you realize how much money that is that we lose out on when I get paid $3,500 to do a wedding versus the $450 to do a club.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's almost 1,000%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll probably be the one to do weddings then.
Exactly. And weddings are taking on a whole new challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's a whole new challenge. Doing weddings.
Yeah,
some weddings are great. Like you just love this, and then there's the bridezilla weddings that'll make you never want to do another wedding as long as you live.
Yeah,
But
as long as they pay, I guess that's all that matters.
Make you want to go around pouring salt in the gas tank on Valentine's Day.
Like, that ain't that bad, huh?
Yeah, like anti-Cupid. No, no, I'm joking. But yes, each gig comes with its own challenges. Like ask you, Mardi Gras. You want to talk about a gig? Try strapping all your equipment to a thing that's going to be moving and rolling down the road, and every single person on that thing within 45 minutes of being on it are going to be so lit and jumping and carrying on that it feels like you're riding down the road in an earthquake. Okay, because the whole float is going.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yes. If you're not good at ratchet strapping, you shouldn't bring your $4,000 gear onto a Mardi Gras float.
Yeah, yeah. So I went to El Salvador for towards the end of November, right? And over there they have this thing called like the carnival.
Yes.
I didn't realize how big it was, but it's supposedly the biggest like carnival in Central America.
Dude, it rivals Mardi Gras easily.
Yeah, and I was surprised because it's like they shut down this whole street, right? But not just the main street, but also like the little outlet streets as well too.
When they do in Rio.
Yeah, and this one here, and even the little outlets, they have the little own stages as well too. So
yes,
I probably went up to like almost 10 different stages.
Wow.
10 different stages, and all of them just playing different type of music.
So that's how the Crawfish Festival is.
Okay.
It's just like kind of like when you go to Mardi Gras in Mamu or something like that. There's the parade stuff, but as you walk around, there's different stages set up. And you come over here, Wayne Toops is over here. Over here you have this person. Over here you have this person. This, it's the same thing. Yeah.
But like I said, this was easily, I want to say, like you said, rivals Mardi Gras, or if not bigger, because they had a lot of people just from the other little countries.
So my only problem with Mardi Gras in New Orleans was, so I lived in New Orleans for quite a while. My favorite time on Bourbon Street is Halloween. Okay. Halloween.
See, I went there like for the weekend before Fat Tuesday. I never would do it again. But
you're swimming through people.
Yeah, exactly.
You're swimming. You're swimming through
sardines.
Seriously, yes, you are sardines. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah,
you're getting touched.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're not okay with sexual harassment, don't go to New Orleans Mardi Gras.
At the time, I was with my girlfriend at the time, because she was really petite. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. I was like putting my arms around in front of her and like pushing outwards so she won't get crushed. You know what I mean? Because she was so little. I'm little myself, but I had to kind of somewhat protect her.
Yeah, I remember my first time on Bourbon for the actual Mardi Gras, and because I actually worked. I actually worked right down the road from there. We was building. I did sheetrock work back then, and we were building Brooks Brothers and a Banana Republic in the bottom of the Canal Place Hotel and Mall. So we would park right there in their parking garage because we were getting free parking from them, and just walk down Iberville Street straight to Bourbon.
Yeah,
which is Hooters was on the corner.
Yeah, and
then there was this little Mexican place down there on the left across the street from the Artiste Cafe and the Bangkok Spa, Rub and Tug, from what I hear.
Yeah.
But they have the best steak. That little Mexican restaurant right there is the best steak in New Orleans, period. And it's huge. like $10, and it's falling off the plate on each side. It's my favorite place to eat in New Orleans.
Okay.
And it's a Mexican restaurant.
What was the name of the place again?
I have no idea.
You know,
I have no idea what the name of the place is.
It's just a Mexican place.
It's on Iberville. You can't if you see the Bangkok, you'll never. The Bangkok Spa is probably never going to go anywhere. It's if you find yourself looking at the Bangkok Spa, turn around.
Yeah.
Some of the best food in New Orleans, right there. Beers, actually, the imported Mexican beers there are like cheap. And they're good, you don't even know what you're drinking. It looks like it came in a recycled bottle, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
But no, I've been all over, and in different types of businesses, restaurants, bars, grills, bar and grills, nightclubs, you name it. I DJ'd at the Elephant. In Ibiza. Yeah, La Elephant.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. One of the most famous French restaurants on the face of the earth. Okay. This brought me a salad on a weird shaped plate that was 4 bites of salad, and it was like 60 euros,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you see them in Hollywood and they're making fun of these, or they bring out the plate and it's got like this much food on it. Yeah, man, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Did it at least taste good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it did. It did. It tasted great. I think we had some like mahi or something.
Mahi.
Like mahi.
Like a drink? Mahi?
No, the fish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fish. Mahi. Okay. It's a fish.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess there's a drink named after it, but it's a fish. Mahi.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's like some weird deep sea looking fish, but delicacy. That was like, I don't even know what that cost, but I remember they told us the salad was like 60 euros. And I was like, man, it was 4 bites. Like,
I know, like, damn.
Like
Just salad too?
Yeah. Like, I got more full off the cracker. There's more cracker than there was salad. No.
Yeah, I like to eat, so I was like, I want to eat more than that,
Yes. It's Americans. We are on a different level than when it comes to eating. Especially me. I'm a coon ass.
Yeah. So now, where do you see yourself now in 5 years since
the Dylan's thing?
Yeah.
I never thought I would find the support that I found. Like, people have been blowing up my phone, blowing up my Instagram. And I've been running around trying to sell these Super Bowl squares for the benefit for my dad.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I was out Friday night, Thursday night, and like I say, I had people chasing me down. They're like, hey, Rubba Ducky's over here at Embers. Next thing you know, man, there's like 14 people come walking in Embers like, we've been looking for you. I knew I had, some of the best fans and followers and friends, from up there that, just really love what I do. I did not think I would have as much support as I did, but it's great, man. And I think that, we can build this venue up. I'm paying for the venue out of my own pocket. I will not be told that I can't play black and brown music. I will not be told that I can't have black and brown faces, in my crowd.
Yeah, where you want to throw that money away,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I will not be told, to be a racist, for the fact that you don't want to spend an extra $300 or $400 a night on some security when you're making $7 grand at the door off of me.
So you guys see it like an
investment.
That and like a something like it's hidden. You know what I mean? It's like a
because there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
There's
a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. I was a blessing in disguise. Exactly. Like, you gave me the chance to institute something I've been wanting to do for a while anyway. And that's being I'm an artist. What I do behind those turntables, I'm not just back there pressing play. I'm not just some laptop DJ or some, dude with Spotify on his phone. I'm an actual artist. I'm back there mixing, blending, and working a crowd. Like what I'm doing is magic.
Yeah.
And to be respected as such, you know what I'm saying? And I had so many people that respected me like that. People that were coming to Dillon's just like, how many people came up on that stage? We only come here because of you. This guy that they filled in for you last night sucks.
Yeah. Like I said, I heard it wasn't that packed Friday, and then last night I mostly stayed inside.
I know about Friday night. I was out and about Friday night. Last night I didn't really go out.
Yeah.
But Friday night, yes, I had a bunch of people come find me to come. Of course, I've always got duckies on me. I got them things on me.
Yeah. Since you have some duckies here, give me a couple so I could just put it up there.
Yeah, I had went out and passed out flyers for my birthday event and duckies and stuff like that. But yes, Friday night, February 27th, 695 Orleans Street, the Jazz and Jokes Club. Come out. It's great. Yeah. It's big. It's huge.
What time is it starting?
It starts at 9. So here's the thing. Yes, there is a $10 cover, but it's free till 10.
Yeah.
So we open the doors at 9, and between 9 and 10, it's free cover.
Yeah. Well, just tell people, hey, even if you come in, just go ahead and pay the cover just to kind of help out. It goes to for a good cause.
Yes, we'll go for a good cause.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, we're hoping to make this a regular Friday thing. Like I say, the nightlife has kind of been dying off, and not as I'm not saying I'm the only good DJ in Southeast Texas. By God, that is not true. There are so many good, talented people in our area that are really. The guy that they got at Sky Bar now is. Like I went and listened to him. He's great.
Yeah,
he's great, man.
I'm sure everybody has their own style.
Yeah, exactly. But no, he was great. Yeah. Like I found no fault in him. I actually was like, because how often do I get to go listen to somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you work this much in the industry, you're working the same hours and nights that of any other DJ that you might be a fan of as well, or might be like you enjoy listening to, So I don't, this is the first time I've had off in 3.5 years.
Yeah. So, good for you then.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the vacation.
Yeah, exactly, Hey, when I got laid off a couple of times, that's why I said, hey, I got to take advantage of this.
Yes. I'm taking advantage of the rest. I needed it. There was a definite need for the rest, but, I just think that it would be great to bring something to Beaumont, other than, right, like I said, I went out Friday night. The only place that I saw where really people were kind of congregating was Woodrow's, and I'd like to give them all a little someplace else to go party their butt off without freezing their butt off.
Yeah.
Because this place is inside.
Yeah, it was cold last night. It was.
Yeah, it'd be nice to, not have to worry about the weather, and but I mean, we could do good things there. You know what I'm saying? We could do good things. I won't have to worry about, none of these other political and, any of this other crap that's going on. I can go concentrate on just the music.
Yeah.
And, that's where I want to be, is just concentrating on the music. I don't have to worry about all the politics and the bullshit and the, who's in my crowd and, are they shaking their ass? Well, I hope they are. That's why, that's my whole goal. I don't want to be at a place that where they're like, oh, we don't want any people shaking their ass here. I don't like people shaking their ass. Well, that's what they're paying $10 at the door to come in here and do.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, not me. I don't pay $10 to get to shake my ass, but other people do,
Yeah, you like watching other people shake their ass. Exactly. Saying, so, like I said, that's the simple economics of the business is these women today are doing everything. They're like me, they're solo artists. They're raising, their kid, or they're working, they're going to school, they're doing all their stuff. And come Friday, I'm ready to blow all this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go have a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. And having a good time is not sitting around on the bench listening to Margaritaville that I hear on the radio 95,000 times during the week. I came here to hear the good shit, dance my ass off, maybe meet someone, maybe not. That's on, but I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah.
And then as a man, I'm there to also have a good time.
Yeah.
Can we have a good time together? Hey, what are you drinking? Her drinks are on me for right now.
Yeah.
That's the industry. That's the industry, Let's have a good time together.
Yeah.
People aren't going there to chill out. The chill out, that happened from that's all during the week. After 9 p.m. on Friday and after 9 p.m. on Saturday, chill out. That's no, we're here to blow out.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to turn up, in a respectful manner. There was never hardly any trouble there.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Every once in a while, but
not all the time.
but when you walk underneath the roof of any other place and compare the numbers, we were miles ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're the leaders. You go. You can ask him. You go to Reds, man. You never know what's gonna happen. You go to Woodrow's, you might get stabbed.
Yeah.
In front of the DJ booth.
You got me thinking about even going there now.
It happened, dude. That's news. You know what I'm saying? That happened. That my boy Day Drunk was the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
That happened. Like he's over there trying to hold his turntables down while they're freaking trying to kill each other right in front of him, dude.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
have any last words for the audience?
Love every one of y'all. Thank y'all for all the complaints and all the support. The people that complained. I had some people that when I first met, and they came up to me, and at first when they first met me, they went and complained about me.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're some of my biggest fans and biggest supporters. They helped me get some of this stuff printed up.
Oh, nice.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know how things can turn out. I just want to say shout out to all my people. I thank y'all for every bit of my support. Stay true, stay right, take care of each other, fight racism. I never thought I'd be the guy to be fighting racism. I just wanted to be the not guy and just play music, but come out and show us your support. We have a new place for all our people to party, and we're going to make it a safe place, and I really, really hope y'all will follow me along this path.
Yeah. And guys, I'm sure I'm going to be there as well too on the February 27th. So come check us out. All right, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be lit.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a good night. All right. Don't forget, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Sure, it helps this channel grow. All right, guys. All right. Peace out. Bye.
Breaking news or cool interviews, we keep it real, no scripted cues. From wild debates to heartfelt tales, strap in tight, this train never derails. We bring the vibes, the beats won't stop. Tune in now, we rise to the top. Laugh, cry, shout, feel every drop. This podcast here is cream.